All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed your time in the kitchens. Now it's time to grade yourself and your partners. So open the document the way that I'm instructing you this way. If you prefer to open in DocHub like we did with the kitchen assignment, you can do that as well. But this way might be a little bit easier. Read the directions, fill it out, and attach the completed review to this assignment. Delete the original template that you're going to see, and then mark it as done and turn it in. So, for example, go into Open, click on your template. Here's the blank one. We are going to try this by opening it in a new window. Once we get here, you can either go with DocHub or like I'm showing you now by clicking the download button and clicking this link in the lower left-hand corner. This way you can just fill it out right on here and write your name, write the kitchen that you were in, the group that you've been in the whole entire quarter, 1, 2, or 3, or 4, and then don't forget to put your period number. You're going to grade you and your partners on a score of 1 to 10 for each day. Here's the grading scale right here if you need to know what that would be for them. If you or a partner are absent, make sure you write NA in the boxes. And we're trying to find the average. So here's an example for Jane Doe. She was gone for 1 day of the lab, and so instead of dividing it by 4, since there were 4 days being in a lab, you could only divide it by 3 to find out what her average was. So her total score ended up being 27 points. Dividing that by 3 because of the days that she was only there for, her average score was 9. Say Robin was there all days and gave herself a score of 8 and 9, 8, a 9, and a 9. And it's totally fine to use a calculator in this case just because I want to make sure you get it correct. Go ahead and add up the scores that you would give yourself or your partner. So Robin would say 9 plus 8 plus 9 plus 9, giving her 35 points in total. All right, when she has 35 points, because she was there all 4 days, she would divide it by 4, and her total would be 875. Just round it to 8.8, because you know when we have a number that's higher, 5 or higher, we round the one before. Robin would then put her partners underneath and give the partner 1 a score and partner 2, if she had a second partner, the score below, and then find out what their averages were based on if they were there all 4 days, or if they weren't, divide by the number of days they were there. Down below for reflection questions, just say which lab did you think was a little bit more difficult? Maybe the cookie lab was more difficult. Why? Because you had a hard time resisting the dough. All right, and then if you got a chance to redo any of the labs, what's something you might do differently? Maybe different ingredients, maybe you manage your time differently. And then down below here, something you learned or was surprised by or expected, or at least enjoyed. Tell me something that you felt with this lab. In this box below where it has my name, there's nothing you need to fill out, so don't fill out anything in here. This is my section to fill out or just to use as a reference later on. And to turn this in, you guys are going to go to the upper right hand corner where you see that print button. Make sure the destination says save as PDF. If it doesn't, just click change, then click on save as PDF. Click save and go into your documents and make sure it says the name of the document with your name. And then just to make sure we know that this is the one that's been finished, just do something along the lines of complete, filled in, submitting one, whatever you would like to do. Click save, go back to your Google Classroom assignment, and we are going to add the file, find it on our computer, make sure we go into our documents and find the one that I just completed. This is the one that I just completed. Open it, upload it. make sure it shows up underneath, and then delete the template. This one was the one that we filled out from a blank state. We want to turn in the one that we completed. All right, and then just click turn in. And yes, say turn in. And you're done. Great job, you guys.